So today we're going to talk about covered interest rate arbitrage, or it's better known as IRP. So let's just dive right into the question. We see here that they have given us the percentages in annual. At the annual percentage, which means that this is not the percentage we're going to use, because if we see here, they gave us 90 days. We have 90 days to pay back this money, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 5.5 and we're going to divide it by 4. 5.5 divided by 4, and that is going to give us 1.375. We're dividing it by 4 because there is 4 quarters in a year. There's only 90 days per quarter. So right here, we're only looking for 1. So we're going to take 5.5 divided by 4, and that's 1.375. And then we're going to take the South African interest percentage, which is 11. So 11 divided by 4, which is 2.75. Okay? So now that we have the correct interest that we will be using, we can just go ahead and proceed with the problem. So we're going to use a formula. This is the formula we're going to use to get the first part of the problem solved. So 1 plus IH equals forward over spot 1 plus IF. Okay? Let me just go ahead and clean this up here a bit. So 1 plus IF. And this formula is really what you're going to use to solve this problem, because this is how we're going to find where to borrow and where to invest. Okay? So we're going to do so now we're going to take our percentages. So following the formula, it's going to be 1 plus 0.0275. Okay, and how did I get 0.0275? If you just go in your calculator and divide 2.75 by 100, that's going to give you the decimal version of this. Okay. Oh, wait, I wrote that backwards. 0.275. Okay. And then we're going to do forward over spot. So this is our F right here, and this is our S, right? So with that, we're going to do forward over spot. So 7.9685 over, let me just go ahead and shift this whole thing. Give me a second. So 1.0.0275 equals forward 7.9685 over our spot 7.8780 plus our IF, which is going to be 1.0.01375 close parentheses, right? So then we're going to go ahead and solve for this. So then this is going to give us 1.0275. Then this side is going to be 1.0275. 5 3 9 5 6 4 3, right? So if we've noticed, this side is the US, this is the US, and then this is our South African ZAR, okay? So based on this information, we need to figure out which side is better to invest in. So I just look at the first 4 decimals after, right? And then clearly we're going to invest in the South African ZAR, and then we're going to borrow from the US because the US has a lower interest rate of return, right? So the US interest rate of return is 1.0253, but the African ZAR is 1.0275. So we're gonna invest in the ZAR, invest here, and borrow from here, okay? And then now that we know where we're gonna borrow and invest in, we can just go ahead and move on to the next problem. So the next step is the basis for this is always investing $1 million. So you're just gonna always pretend have $1 million unless you're dealing with Japanese yen. When you're dealing with Japanese yen, that's gonna be $100 million is gonna be your pretend invest money. So here we're gonna use $1 million as our invest money. And then we're gonna multiply it by our spots so that we can get it in the African ZAR. So right here we're doing currency conversion. So then this is gonna equal $7,878,000, okay? And then this is our ZAR, right? But then the next step is we need to find out what is going to be our return, right? After we invest it. So then we're going to take our 7 million times the interest rate of return, which we have right here. This is going to be the number, this is going to be a percentage of return, right? So we're going to multiply 1.0275, and then that's going to give us 809,4645. Okay, 4645. So this is 3 months later. Okay, and then the next step is that we want to convert our ZARs back into US dollars. So when you're buying US dollars, you always divide, right? So then this number is going to be divided by 7.9685, which is our forward rate, right? This is our forward rate. So then this is going to equal 101,580.457. Okay, so this is in US dollars now. Okay, so now we've completed our spot. So this is our spot. We've done our forward. So this is our spot. We've done our forward. We've converted our currency to ZAR. Okay, so now we're on the right track. So now that we have our US dollar amount, we have to calculate how much did we spend? How much did it cost us to borrow the $1 million? So then we're gonna do the number here, 101,830,457, right? Minus 101,375,0. which equals 2080.45. Okay? And this is what we have here. Okay? So we got the right number. So now let me explain how I got this number, because that's what you guys might be wondering right now. So this number is very simple. It's 1 million times the interest rate that the US is charging, which is here. So this is US. That's the interest rate the US is charging. So 1.375, which equals 1. I'm sorry, this is wrong. This is 0.1375. So then this equals 1,013,750, and then that's this number right here. So this is how you solve this problem. It's pretty simple, but I know for some people it may be a little complicated. But feel free to rewind this video, or if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I will try to answer within a couple of days, or you can just feel free to email me. So thank you for watching and have a great day.